We're out of our apartment before 9 o'clock this morning, and it's really nice and cool. We should definitely do this more often.
Probably we should. Today we're exploring Kotor. We're trying to do as many things as possible in Kotor in one day, so basically all of the best things listed by the blogs. Starting with exploring the old town when it's less busy and cooler. We're also going to go to a farmer's market, and then later on we've got a sunset boat tour to an island. There is another thing that's really big on the things to do in Kotor, which is this hike up to a beautiful castle and viewpoint, but we're actually doing that tomorrow morning when it's cool. So that will be tomorrow's vlog.
But for now, we're going to head into the old town and start exploring.
Let's go. Three main entrances to the old town of Kotor. This one, the Sea Gate, is the main one and it faces the sea, which is why it's called the Sea Gate. It was built in 1555, although there is a sign above the door that says 1944, so I guess it was renovated then. Immediately after you enter through the Sea Gate, you find yourselves in the main square in Kotor. It's also the largest square in the city, although it's pretty compact because the old town actually isn't very big. You'll know it by the large clock tower behind me that was built in 1602 and this giant lampshade art installation thing. Hi kitty. There are a lot of stray cats here, but they're really well fed. The locals seem to love them, and there's actually a whole museum dedicated to cats. Bye kitty. The museum's actually closed at the moment, otherwise we'd probably go because I love cats. After a little walk through the streets, we've ended up at Kotor Bazaar. It's a small, compact shopping area and it's indoors, so it's shaded from the midday heat. We're gonna go take a look inside because it's supposed to be really pretty, although apparently I'm not allowed to buy anything. There seems to be a very strong cat motif here. Lots of the things you can buy are all dedicated to cats or feature cats. I'm not complaining, I love cats.
We're taking a short break from wandering around the old town to head to the farmer's market. It's open from 7 AM until 1 PM, but we've heard it's best to head there pretty early, so we're going to go and get some late breakfast / early lunch. Thankfully, the farmer's market is only a short trip away. It's just to the right hand side when you're facing the Sea Gate.
Pretty sure I just paid way too much for a few pigs. I only wanted 3, but he was charging me €2 for free and then gave me a load more anyway. So we ended up with loads of pigs. Sorry. I know you love this, so I'm gonna let you try it.
Oh wow. None for you.
For lunch we have a bag of way too many pigs. We're definitely not going to eat them all. And we have some smoked prosciutto and 3 different cheeses to try. I'm really excited.
There wasn't any bread at the farmer's market, other than these loaves the size of my head. So Izzy's just popped into the local supermarket to get some small loaves for us to have with our lunch.
That was the longest supermarket queue I've ever been in. Oh my god, how long was I in there for? Like 20 minutes? Yeah, 18 of those minutes were queuing. Although I did see something hilarious when I was getting the bread. this guy was opening all the sun cream bottles and like sun creaming himself. And then 2 people who worked there walked straight by him, didn't bat an eyelid. Try before you buy is a thing here apparently. Now we're going to go and sit by the water and have some lunch. We've got some lovely snacks for lunch. Trouble is I can't quite get them open. Oh, there we go. This is a fruity cheese. I can tell that because I can see the fruit. Not fruit, that's olives. Cheese with olives in. My kind of cheese, don't think you'll be eating some of that.
No. I'm pretty sure I know what these 2 cheeses are. I think that this one is going to be some sort of spiced cheese with some chilli in it. And this one I'm pretty sure has lots of herbs in it. It's quite a herby kind of cheese. It's not as spicy as I was expecting. It's much more of a subtle flavour. That's really nice though. And now I'm going to try the herb one. That one's a lot stronger. That is really nice though. You can really taste the herbs. I think it's... What do we normally put in stuff?
Parsley, basil, oregano.
Oregano!
Coriander.
That's what I can taste, is oregano. That one's really nice as well. And now for the bit that I was most looking forward to, the ham. Ham? Prosciutto. Prosciutto. It's so good. Can I just have this whole pack of ham?
No!
No. Ow.
We also got a bag of mixed olives and some figs. Dale doesn't like either of those, so he's having most of the prosciutto and I am going to sample the olives. I don't really normally buy olives back home because they're really expensive, but here they're really cheap. Can I eat these all in one go, you ask? Absolutely. By St. Nicholas Church, which was built in 1909 and is the largest Serbian Orthodox church in Kotor. It's a pretty big deal because there are a few of them here, but we're only going to show you this one. You have to come and see the rest for yourselves. This cathedral that is currently giving me shade from the midday sun is called St. Tryphon's Cathedral. It is one of only 2 Roman Catholic churches in the whole of Montenegro, and it was built in 1166. Although the site was an earlier church that we believe was first raised in 809, so pretty old. Before we do our sunset boat ride later, we need to go pick up bus tickets because we're heading to somewhere else in Montenegro after this, the day after tomorrow, and we still don't have tickets. We don't want all of them to run out apart from the really early and really late ones.
Because neither Izzy or I have internet here in Montenegro, it's actually a pretty good idea for us to go and get the bus tickets today, because it just means when we do actually need to go get our bus, we won't get lost. I mean, I hope we won't get lost.
We just spoke to the lady at the bus station and she said you can only buy tickets to travel within Montenegro 10 minutes before departure on the same day. So I guess we turn up 10 minutes before our bus leaves and hopefully we can get on it. But just so you know that's the case, because everywhere we looked online didn't seem to tell us that. They just said you have to buy them at the bus stop, so now you know. Now we know.
We're now heading back to our apartment because we need to drop off the food that we bought at the farmer's market earlier so it doesn't spoil.
In a couple of hours we've got a boat tour to a beautiful island, a small church town I think, and of course the sunset. So we'll see you then.
We're supposed to be leaving for our boat tour very shortly and Izzy's still asleep, but I think I've got a pretty good idea on how to wake her up. Hey, Izzy. I made you a coffee.
Thank you.
It's okay. I knew that would work. Izzy's now awake, so we're finally off to do the thing I've been most excited for all day, the boat tour.
The tour itself should last about 2 hours, and we get to stop off at a couple of different sites. We have a tour booked with you at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Isabel, that's right. We've just landed at our first stop, which is the Lady of the Rock. It's an artificial rock with a famous church on it. Apparently, loads of miracles happen here. We've got 30 minutes to explore it, which is not very long, but it is very small, so I'm sure we'll get around all of it. We're back on the boat now and we're heading to our next stop, which is the town of Perest. One of the oldest towns in the Bay of Kotor. It actually used to be the capital.
If you're planning on coming to Kotor and doing one of the boat trips the same as we have, we would absolutely advise doing it in the evening. Firstly, because you miss the midday heat, and second of all, because the sunset that you get over the mountains here is stunning.
And third of all of the cruise ships have left port, so it's less busy. Our short-lived time in Perest is over, but it's definitely somewhere we'd love to come back and visit properly. For now though, we're getting on the boat and heading back to Kotor and hopefully seeing a beautiful sunset along the way. That was so fun. I really enjoyed that. First of all, being out on a boat for ages. We were out on the boat for like an hour, and also getting to see two really beautiful places that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Absolutely worth the money. You know it's early because I'm wearing a jumper.
Today we are heading up to what is supposed to be the most beautiful viewpoint in the entire of Kotor.
But we have to leave at 6 AM to do it. Well, it's currently about 6:10, so we better get going if we want to manage to get up there for free and also beat the heat. But if we do manage to get up there for free, we'll tell you how we did it. We're inside the old city, but we're very lost. The entrance is supposed to be, well, just you go up on the walls and that's kind of it really. But all of the ways that we found up onto the wall seem to be locked. I'm not sure if we found the right way yet. We saw a sign that says entrance to the fortress, so we're hoping that's the right way. This is the checkpoint, but we made it before 7 AM, so there's no one here, so we're just gonna go.
anybody who's struggling to find the entrance to go up to the fortress, when you enter the old town through the river gate, carry on straight down the main road in front of you, and on the left will be an archway with the sign that we showed you earlier. Just follow through there, follow straight up, and you'll find it.
According to the blogs I read, it's supposed to take about 45 minutes to reach the top and the castle. But we'll probably do it in over an hour because we keep stopping and filming.
We've only just started the hike and already the views are absolutely incredible. I can't wait to get to the top. The zigzag path that you can see through this archway is the back way to the fortress. That's the way we'll be coming down later on. Ignore the sign, this is the right way.
We hope.
Everyone else seems to be going this way. Slightly lost. I think the rock that said wrong way was right.
No way here. Dead end. Sorry if this makes you dizzy.
We could build a house here.
Oh my god, we could.
That'd be cool. We could defend it. Like bows and arrows and stuff.
Shall we go and find the right way?
No, this is my fortress. Get out. Get out of my fortress.
Bye.
If you get lost at any point on the trail, look for these signs. They're a very clear indication that you're going the right way. Thankfully we found one, so up to the top we go.
There are loads of disposable masks tied to the railing. I wonder what that's about. There are loads of like names and dates on here. I think it's possible that it is actually a memorial to people who have maybe died from COVID, or people leaving a record of the fact that they actually made it up here through their masks. But yeah, we'll have to Google this when we get home to see if it actually is a memorial. So cool. It's a proper ruined fortress. It's called St. Stephen's Fortress, and that's all I know about it.
I think it's pretty safe to say that getting up as early as we did is 100% worth the view you get. I just wish we could get an aerial view of the fortress.
Yeah. If only we could fly a drone up here. We're heading down now because it's getting really hot. It's only 8:30, but looking down here I can see the zigzag path, the back way that we're taking back, and I can see something which on the map it's called beer and water.
Beer?
Maybe we could stop there.
Ooh.
Maybe it's a bit early for a beer.
Is it?
It's not even 9 o'clock yet. If you want to take the alternative path back down like we are, it's pretty hard to find. So you come to a fork in the road that looks like this, and you want to take the right hand path to what looks like a cliff edge. Then you'll come to a small hole in the wall that looks like this one behind me, and if you climb through, better for small people like us, I'm like 5'3". You come to a ladder to get down the side. We would like to say at this portion of the video, we absolutely do not recommend going this way. It's probably unsafe and highly dangerous, so definitely don't do it. Having said that, we've just seen quite a lot of other people do it, so we're going to do it. Once again, we do not recommend doing this. Don't sue us if you decide to do it and break your leg. This is just an incredibly scenic hike in its own right. I mean, look at all these ruins along the mountainside.
As we could spend the entire day running around the ruins here, we need to get back because firstly, it's getting very hot, and secondly, we're very hungry. As we're coming down the path, we seem to have made a new best friend.
Hello. Oh, no. This, on the left hand side, this path next to the river is where you need to go to find the entrance to the back trail. Follow that man in the green top, although he probably won't be there, so maybe don't.
We just can't see him in the camera.
Oh, okay. Don't follow the man in the green top.
Now that we've come to the end of the hike, we're finally going for some food.
We're going to the barbecue place that we tried to get into yesterday, but it was really full. And I'm so glad we are because I saw the selections of meat that they had and it looks really good. The food sizes here start at large. Large is the smallest. So we've gone for the extra large meat platter and it comes with chips and salads. It looks so good and so big.
After consuming far too much meat, we're calling it a day.
The food was so good. It had savapi, which is my favourite kind of sausage now, and like lots of other different bits. Really good. And really cheap for the price, wasn't it?
It was really cheap, yeah. I was surprised at how cheap it was for how much we got.
Also, definitely don't, if there's only two of you, the extra large, definitely enough.
Yeah, don't get the extra large. You'll die. We're going to end the vlog here for today. Tomorrow we've got a bus to Bar, although we're not quite sure yet what time we're getting the bus.
If you remember our vlog yesterday, they wouldn't let us buy bus tickets until 10 minutes before the actual bus. So I guess we turn up to the bus station and hope tomorrow.
Yep.
Should be a fun day. We're having to film without a mic today, so sorry if the audio quality isn't quite what you're used to. But it's a bit annoying. It's okay though, because we're heading to Skadar Lake today, which is supposed to be one of the most beautiful lakes in the whole of Europe. It's really famous for its vineyards, so we're doing a traditional Montenegrin wine tour later.
Which Izzy is very excited about. We've already started our journey today by getting the bus from Kotor to Bar. We thought we'd spare you too much of the bus journey because you've seen quite a bit of it. We do want to show you some of it, however, because the journey along the coast was stunning. But we are now getting the train from Bar to Vipasa, so we've got to go.
It should be here in a couple of minutes, and by the way, Vipasa is the small village situated on the lake and it's supposed to be very picturesque. That we need to go that way. Maybe we're in the wrong carriage? Maybe he was telling us how many stops? I don't know. It's pretty here though. I think he was trying to tell us that this is Vipasa. Let me see.
That was an incredibly tense 30 seconds.
We had absolutely no idea what that guy was trying to tell us on the train. Then another ticket inspector came as the train had stopped. And he went, looked at the ticket and he went, Vipazar.
He was like, Vipazar,
Vipazar.
Vipazar.
And we were like, oh my god.
Oh no.
Grabbed our bags and ran off the train. I thought the train was supposed to be like half an hour, 40 minutes. That only took 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty quick, wasn't it?
I think I've just misremembered how long the train was going to take. But, I mean, if this is Vipazar, where are we? It's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Oh dear.
There's supposed to be a town here, or a village. Judging by the fact there's a massive sign that says Vipazar, we're probably in the right place. So we're going to walk to our accommodation. It should only take us about 15 minutes, so we're going to be really early for check-in. And I'm just hoping we can drop our bags off and we can go get some lunch. Do you want some food?
I always want food. Feed me. We've only left Vipazar station about 5 minutes ago, and we've already seen loads of local houses here growing grapes in their gardens. It's making me very excited for this wine tour later.
Just something to be aware of if you do the train journey to Vipazar and then walk into the village. You have to walk down a main road with no pavement. The speed limit is 70 kilometers an hour and there's no pavement. So we're going to stop filming for a bit and concentrate on keeping safe. We're safe again. I think the best thing to do when we have to go back to the train station would be to get a taxi. Yeah?
Yes, that was terrifying.
The guest house let us check in half an hour early, which was really nice of them. Although, sorry, I'm still laughing. Like, there's a massive language barrier, and the woman kept saying stuff to us, and we were like, and the only word we can understand was rakia. Either she's bringing us rakia, or she's selling us rakia, or she wants us to give her rakia. I don't know. We're now gonna go get some lunch, and I hope that she's not bringing us rakia because I've not eaten anything today so far. It's 12:30, so I'm not really sure if rakia would be the best idea. But if she does bring it to us, then we'll have to drink it because, well, it'd just be rude to not do it. We might have said yes to it accidentally. She's come back. She was getting us rakia, so it looks like we're having rakia for breakfast. Well, I am. You've already had breakfast, haven't you?
Did I?
You had Cocoa Pops.
I did have Cocoa Pops.
Yeah. Somehow we've gone like a whole month in Eastern Europe and the Balkans and we've not actually tried rakia yet. More than a month. I'm just stalling now. Okay. Oh my god, that's like it's like a spirit. I was expecting it to be more like a liqueur. It's very strong. Ooh, it's got like a sweet, fruity, like a plum aftertaste, which is really nice.
Down the hatch.
I don't think I can. I don't know if that's a good idea. You try it.
Okay. I felt really brave until I actually had it in my hand. Now I'm really nervous. Salute. Once you get past the kind of very spirity, burning kind of sensation, the flavour's actually quite nice. I like it.
We're going to sit here, figure out somewhere to have lunch, and very slowly sip our rakia. Luckily, we've got an amazing view of the lake from the terrace.
We've now finished our rakia and we're going to head out for some lunch, but first we need to change out of our sweaty clothes. Let's go.
This is a restaurant we're supposed to go to, but it's very clearly not open. I guess we'll try and find somewhere else. We've gone for Konoba Winery via Plaza. Not for the winery because we're going on a proper wine tour later on, but because it seemed to have the most choice and pretty much all the restaurants are exactly the same price with exactly the same dishes. It's mostly local meats and cheeses and fresh fish from the lake. So we should have some really cool local food here. Thank you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
I've never actually deboned one of these before. Well, actually I did as a kid, but like, I can't remember how to do it. Well, there's a cat there. Right, let's try this trout. That's a nice bit of fish. It's really fresh, and there's loads of seasoning on the skin, and it's nice and crispy on the outside.
Don't say that too loud, the cat might want it.
Go away. Go. I told you, just hiss at them.
I can't believe that worked.
Hiss at them and they go away. They understand hissing.
Yes, I was boring and I got savapi, purely because it's my new favourite thing. If you haven't seen any of our previous videos where I'm eating savapi, what are you doing? Go and watch them. Savapi is a traditional Serbian sausage, which is very similar to... Ah! Can you hiss at wasps as well?
No.
Just cats?
Just cats.
Okay. That was really good. This one's more of a smoky flavour than what I've usually had. That's really good. I tried to hiss at you. Food came out my mouth.
Our Montenegrin wine and food tasting this evening is located at a traditional family-run vineyard in the village of Gdanji. Trouble is, it's about a 5 kilometers, I think, from where we're currently staying in Via Plaza.
Thankfully though, the host of the wine tour has been kind enough to book us a taxi, which makes getting there a lot easier.
The driver's waiting for us, so we've got to go. Driver was so lovely. We were filming out the window and he thought we were taking photos, so he kept stopping the car and rolled down the windows for us so we could get good shots, and he got out the car as well to show us exactly where we need to go for our wine tour. It's called Garnet Winery, but we've got about an hour and a half before our tour, so we're going to explore this lovely historic village.
I feel like if you googled off the beaten track, you'd find a picture of this place. Made a new friend.
No, you're excited to see new people, aren't you? Yeah.
In this whole village it seems to be us, a lot of cats, and this dog. Don't lick my knee, don't lick my other knee, don't lick my shoe. Ah, my foot's stuck. Ah!
The church we were looking for, but we did have a lot of fun clambering around the ruins, and we learned some interesting facts about this village. It's really small. There were only about 45 inhabitants according to a 2011 census, and it got its name from when King John Vladimir was staying here in the 11th century. He said that his stay was very pleasant. Pleasant translates to the name of this town in Montenegrin, which I think is actually Gdanj or Godanj rather than Gdanji, because the taxi driver was saying it differently. But irregardless, we can see why he thought it was a great stay. The views over the bay are amazing.
It's now just about time for our wine tasting tour, so we're going to head to Garnet Vineyard and meet our host.
Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, let's bring first the water to refresh, and after that we will prepare the food, and the wine is there. So
We've just arrived for our wine tasting. Firstly, our hosts are incredibly welcoming. It seems as though we're the only people doing the wine tasting today, which is perfect. They brought us out some water to refresh us, and I was just speaking to the host who was telling me that his family have actually been here for 13 generations. The winery has been here as long as that as well.
Lovely snacks for us, and they poured us our first wine. It is a Chardonnay. Obviously it's grown here and made here, so Chardonnay is one of my favourite wines. I'm going to try it. Oh, that's nice. It's very light, very fruity. That's what he said. Also, I know I'm not trying it in a really fancy way. I don't really know that much about wine, I just know what I like. He said that it was good to try it with the olive bread and also the cow's cheese. So this is some olive and anchovy paste they made on some homemade bread. I love olives, and that's a bit of me. It's really good. Does it go with the wine? It's really interesting how food changes the taste of wine, and that complements it perfectly. This is the cheese they recommended it with. Very smooth, soft cow's cheese. I think you'll really like this cheese.
I like all cheese.
We both like all cheese.
White wine isn't my favourite type of wine. I much prefer reds, but this already smells good. Ooh, wow. I think it's easy to say that that is my favourite white wine I think I've ever had. That is really good. Okay, the cheese is amazing. The next wine we're trying is the Rosé. It's made with a Varanus grape, which is local to this area, and it smells amazing. Oh wow, that's so good. That's amazing. It's a lot more fruity than the Chardonnay, obviously, and apparently it goes really well with some of the spicy cheese and the meat, which I don't need an excuse to eat. Firstly, that cheese is incredible. Second of all, it goes really well with the rosé. Even though you have the spiciness and the fruitiness combined, it works really well.
This is a lot darker than most rosés I've tried before, and our host said, well, he gave us quite a lot of information about it. I'm not going to try and recite all of it to you. You have to come here and try it for yourself. But he said that it's because it's made from a grape which they traditionally use for red wine. Ooh, that's really good. It's really fruity actually, really complex flavour. We've got some prosciutto, which is a very kind of typical, traditional Montenegrin food. We've had it everywhere so far. Goes really well. This is a great choice to come here, wasn't it?
Yes.
This region is known for its red wine. They've actually been producing wine around here since the Roman times. Not the exact vineyards, but wine has been made here for that long. This wine is actually made in a very unusual way. They actually take the skins out at some point during the process instead of leaving them on, which is where you'd normally get the red colour. And he said they keep it in the fridge, which is really interesting because they keep it in the fridge and then warm it up to room temperature so that it doesn't lose the alcohol in the heat. Oh, that's a nice red. It's very fruity, medium bodied. The wine is so good. These glass sides are really generous. And this isn't something they normally do, but they'd just made some homemade cheese pie, so they brought us out a slice, which looks incredible. If you come here, don't expect this because it's not something that they normally do, but since it was freshly baked, they thought they'd give us some to try. You are going to absolutely love this. It's lots of melted cheese and herbs in layers of really thin whole grain pastry. It's really good. And it goes really well with the wine. I mean, cheese and red wine. Great combination anyway.
As I mentioned earlier, I am massively a red wine fan, so this is the one I've been looking forward to the most. Oh wow. That's such a unique taste. I've drank, I don't want to admit this, a lot of red wine over the years. This has probably one of the most unique tastes I've ever had. It's really hard to pinpoint exactly what it is, and it's so good.
So after our lovely wine tasting and food, the host has brought us out some fruit liqueurs to try. One of them is a lemon liqueur. It's really lemony. It's basically a sweeter, more lemony version of limoncello, which I'm all for.
I'm going to try the cherry one first, which is apparently a sour cherry. Here's a testament to how British I am. I didn't know whether or not we were supposed to shot this, but apparently we just sip it. Oh wow. It's very, very, very sweet and very syrupy, but you really get the taste of the cherries come through. Any drinks that I've had before that are cherry flavoured don't have that richness to them, but this is really good. We have had an absolutely amazing few hours here at our wine tasting. Our hosts were incredibly welcoming and really knowledgeable about every aspect.
It's been raining on and off all morning, which is a bit of a shame because the big thing to do here at Skadar Lake is boating and kayaking, and we can't really film that in the rain. I don't think it would be very enjoyable in the rain anyway, to be honest.
Not very pleasant.
But luckily it's supposed to clear up this afternoon and we're supposed to have lovely sunny weather, so we're going to go kayaking. Also, you may have noticed the audio is better. Dale fixed the mic. Well done.
I just hit loads of random buttons, I hoped it worked. A quick tip, if you do come to visit Vierparza, the local shop Volley is closed on a Sunday. We unfortunately made that mistake today. So now we're going to head out to a cafe and try and find some breakfast.
Food before kayaking.
Yes.
Fuel and energy for you to do all the work while I just sit there.
What?
Love you.
First things first, before we get any breakfast though, coffee.
You mean coffee for me or coffee for you? Because I've had 2 this morning already.
We've just got back to our apartment to pick up our bag to go kayaking, and the weather has taken a slight turn for the worst. The forecast says that it's currently very sunny. As you can probably see, it's not very sunny. So we're going to try and wait out the rain and hopefully it clears up, so then we can go kayaking. Thankfully, the weather has now finally cleared up, so we can go and rent a kayak and get out on the lake. In order to get onto Lake Skadar, we need to head down the Kermnica, which is the main river that flows through Vipasa where we've been staying. There's a fork in the river. If you head right, it takes you out onto the open waters, which is apparently pretty choppy, so we're going to avoid that. If you head left, it takes you towards where a lot of the wildlife is, which is what we've been looking forward to. I'd like to be known as Captain Redbeard.
Captain?
Yes!
I'm the one doing all the work.
Which makes a fair point.
We stopped for a quick snack break in a cove because we've been kayaking really consistently, or at least I have. Dale's been filming. And these crisps have been in my bag for like a week now, and they're surprisingly still intact and really good.
I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I very nearly died. We didn't realise quite how windy it was going to be when we tried to put our drone up. As soon as I put it in the air, it started giving me loads of warning messages about the strong winds. I've tried to land it and it's nearly took my head off. It's generally quite scary.
Now we're heading on to another part of the lake. This is a big kind of open bit, and then you go under a bridge, and apparently there's a lot of smaller channels, lots of wildlife, etc. Should be good. If we can get there, we're quite tired.
We seem to have run aground. We're stuck in some of the lily pads and we're really struggling to get out.
Help me! Ah! Oh, I also don't want to disturb them because they're so pretty, but we need to get out.
This is the weirdest traffic jam ever.
Reversing isn't an option at this point. We're too far gone.
Put your hazards on. With a lot of effort and some very wet bums, we're finally free of the lily pads. Thankfully this time around we managed to get the drone up. I'm really glad because it's so hard to really show the scale and the enormity of this lake just through the camera. Izzy and I both said off camera whilst we were kayaking that this is hands down the most beautiful lake either of us have ever seen. It's absolutely stunning. Wow. Today we're leaving Vipasa and we're heading to the capital of Montenegro,
Podgorica.
Podgorica. We're starting this video at the train station because firstly we didn't have a lot of time to get from our accommodation to the train station, and also because we had to do that awful walk again, it was a little bit safer not to do it with the camera out.
There wasn't a taxi to be found this morning. It would have been a little bit more organised, we would have booked one in advance, but there've been loads of taxis around Vipasa, and we thought we could grab one, but just not today, unfortunately.
Also, we want to apologise for once again the audio not being amazing in this video. I thought I'd fix the mic, but apparently I made it worse.
You didn't make it worse. It's doing that buzzing thing again and we can't work out why.
Yeah.
But all of that said, we are really looking forward to this train journey because it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful in the world. We're going to get great views of Skadar Lake out of the window, which is where we were kayaking yesterday, so it should be really interesting to see.
made it to Podgorica, which is how the train conductor told us it's actually pronounced. We've been saying Podgorica the whole time. But we're now going to head to our accommodation, and it should take us about 15 to 20 minutes to get there. If you're as confused as we are as to why we suddenly got into a car, it turns out our host turned up to actually meet us and pick us up to take us to our apartment.
It was so nice. It saved us a 20-minute walk. I had no idea he was coming.
So thank you so much if you're watching.
He was really sweet. He actually drove around the block a few times to show us restaurants and the supermarket and where he lived, if we needed anything. Definitely the best welcome I've ever had from a host on Airbnb. It was so good.
Also, there was a lift.
Yeah, there's a lift in the apartment. Oh, and he carried my bag for me, not yours. You had to struggle.
I know, yeah. At first, we thought this apartment was quite nice, but after we've been here for a few hours, we're starting to notice a few issues.
It's supposed to be a non-smoking apartment, and it literally stinks of cigarettes, and there's cigarette burns all over the floor and all over the rug. Again, we just opened the door to kind of air it out a bit, and like, we really don't like staying in places where people smoke, because it can just make us both a little bit ill, but we could probably deal with it for a few days. But then we pulled the bed sheets back, and they clearly haven't been washed or changed since the last person. It's covered in loads of long black hair, clearly neither of our hair, covered in like stains and dirt, and then this kind of mysterious like brown sticky substance, and it's just a bit too much. And we can't find another like mattress protector or sheet that covers the bed in this place. And then it's covered in dirt as well. I've been looking for a hoover, but the hoover's broken to hoover it up.
We know for a fact that nowhere we stay is going to be 100% perfect. We're not exactly paying for like a 5-star penthouse suite or anything. We always try and make the best of things, like anything bad that happens whilst we're travelling, we always try and see the positive in it as best as we can. We just don't want you guys to think that we're recommending this place.
We also just want to be honest with you. We really said when we started this channel that we want to show kind of the real side of our travels, you know, all of the good, but also all of the bad. This is not really, it's not terrible, but it's, you know, not so good.
It's not the good, is it?
But it will make a funny story when we go back to Christmas. So I think what we're going to do is, like I said, message the host, and hopefully that they won't just like kick us out. So we'll see what happens. So the host has just brought us over some clean bedding, which I'm really thankful about, because I can now stop trying to find alternative places to stay in Podgorica. He was very apologetic about it. He basically said that the cleaner didn't clean the flat, which, well, hopefully he finds himself a better cleaner for when we leave. But for now, I think we're going to have to do a bit of a thorough clean on this place.
I'll go for the bad news, please.
So you know how I put the washing machine on to wash cushion covers, etc.
Yeah.
The bathroom floor is now getting wet. Come and have a look. I think the washing machine's leaking. We've come back in here to talk to you because the noise of the washing machine, and we don't have a mic at the moment.
It just goes from bad to worse, doesn't it?
There was a little bit of water on the floor when I came to tell you, and then like when we went back in, the bathroom floor is flooded.
Yeah, like I walked in and the floor was completely covered. And you were like, it's just a little bit. It's like, that is not a little bit, that is a lot.
Maybe that's why nothing's been washed. They didn't change the bedding because the washing machine's broken. I guess I better message the host.
Yeah. The host still hasn't got back to us about the washing machine because it's getting really late. We're going to leave it for tonight and just go to bed.
We're sorry that this vlog's probably been really boring for you to watch. We didn't enjoy cleaning either. We had wanted to go out and explore the city today, but I guess this is just the reality of travel. Sometimes you need to fix stuff. Today we're doing a DIY food tour around Puerto Rico, trying lots of traditional Montenegrin food and hopefully learning a bit about the culture and history of the city along the way.
We've done a fair bit of research and spoken to a couple of locals, and we've put together a pretty well-rounded list. We've got breakfast foods, meat dishes, fish dishes, and most importantly, dessert.
Some of the stuff on there we've actually already tried on the vlog a few times, so we've gone ahead and ticked that off already because we have so much food to consume today. We want to be able to manage it all. One of the dishes we ticked off was Skadar Lake fish. We actually got fish at Skadar Lake and tried it, and it was really good.
The second item that we ticked off is savapi, and it's very quickly become one of my new favourite foods.
And the final item we ticked off is prosciutto. Yesterday, our host, to say sorry for the fiasco of the apartment, brought us over some traditional Montenegrin prosciutto and cream cheese sandwiches.
Oh, they were good.
They were really good.
Now that we've caught you up on everything, it's time to head out into Podgorica to eat our way through this list.
We've headed to downtown Podgorica first of all because there are lots of cafes and bakeries here, and second of all because it's a little bit more local, so the food is slightly cheaper than in the old town.
We thought that we'd found two different places that served this traditional Montenegrin porridge. Unfortunately, the first one no longer exists, and the second one doesn't actually serve it. They have a cake named as the same thing as a joke. Thankfully, the owner of the bakery was really nice, and they've given us a recommendation as to where we can find the porridge. So that is where we're heading now.
We finally found the baker's recommendation. It's a cafe called Maker by Etnasello, and it's actually situated on this beautiful square outside of a lovely Serbian Orthodox church. The food that we've come all the way here for is kachmak. It's a traditional Montenegrin breakfast from the mountain regions. It's basically cornmeal porridge with potato and often served with sour milk. Oh, and cream cheese. There's definitely cream cheese in there as well. Oh, and obviously we got a coffee to go with it. Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy.
I was not expecting to get this much food. I'm really glad that we've got one to share rather than getting one each. Whoa! That is so much cheese! The soured milk came in a cup on the side. As far as we were aware, it's traditionally served with the sour milk, so that's how I'm going to try it. Oh my god. This is the most me kind of dish ever. It's just a lot of cheese and potato. The soured milk gives it an extra added element, which really complements it. This is really good.
There is so much cheese. Oh my god. It's a lot like thicker than I expected. I thought it was going to be more like of a soupy consistency. Okay, let's give it a go. That's amazing. It's just cheesy, potatoey goodness with like the element of the porridge oats giving it a nice texture, and then the sour milk as well. This is a proper like winter comfort dish.
That's the first item checked off our list, and I'd say it's a pretty good start.
I really enjoyed it. Now we're heading to a bakery to try and find a traditional Montenegrin breakfast pastry, although it's definitely not breakfast time anymore. We're just about to walk over Millennium Bridge, which was built actually in 2005, not 2000. It cost 70 million euros to build, which is a bit more than our breakfast. It's so big. We should have done this over 2 days rather than 1 day. I don't know how we're gonna eat another like 5 dishes today. I hope you're feeling hungry. We went for the burek with spinach in it, and it looks like it's also got some cheese, which I'm sure we're really happy about. The pastry is really thin and crispy. It's definitely phyllo pastry, which is what it's supposed to be. Absolutely looks like my kind of thing. That is incredibly good value for money. It's absolutely huge and it's delicious. I can taste the oregano alongside the spinach and cheese. Oregano seems to be a really popular herb here, and it just goes really well with the food that they do.
I'll be honest, this is not what I was expecting at all when we ordered it. It does look really good. I'm also glad that we went for the one filled with spinach. There was an option to have the one filled with meat, which, considering we've got a lot to eat today, I think probably would have been a bit much. I was expecting it to be a little bit heavier and a bit more stodgy, but the pastry's really light, you get the flavour of the spinach and the oregano. This is really good. That's item number 2 on our list done. We're actually getting through these pretty quick.
Yeah, and we're also getting a little bit full now. So we're going to take a walk through one of Podgorica's many parks to try and walk off our food. We were just walking through the park when Dale suddenly realised that he'd lost something. Can you guess what? His sunglasses, of course. He thinks he may have left them at the bakery, so he's ran back to have a look while I'm staying here to keep an eye out on the ground in case that he's dropped them somewhere around here. I can't see them at all, so hopefully he's found them, otherwise it will be another trip to a shop to buy a new pair. I'm going to start keeping a tally of how many sunglasses he goes through.
They're gone. This is the 3rd pair of sunglasses since we started travelling.
I think I see your sunglasses.
Yes!
You must have put them on the wall to change the camera lens, and then they've like fallen off and rolled down. There you go. Finders keepers. They're mine now. They don't really suit me, do they?
No.
They're also very muddy. Here you go.
Ah, thank you. Crisis averted, thanks to Izzy. Now it's time to get some more food. No!
We've headed to a fish restaurant called Lupo di Mare. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's supposed to do really, really good shellfish. So we've gone for a black risotto, which gets its colour from cuttlefish ink and its flavour from white wine, bay leaves and garlic.
I will admit that seafood is not exactly my favourite food in the world. I do, however, really like risotto, so we'll see how this goes. Can't say that I've ever eaten anything black before. Hang on, no I have. Remember the burgers we had in... Where were we?
Charcoal burgers
The charcoal burgers.
Zelina
Zelina.
in Slovakia.
They were really good.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm actually really nervous. I really don't know how to describe it. I'll be completely honest, it's not my kind of taste. It's got a very strong fish taste, which, duh, but it's just not my kind of thing. The rice is really well, like it's really well cooked. For somebody who likes this sort of dish, it is really nice. It's just not my kind of taste.
I, however, am a massive seafood fan, so I'm really, really looking forward to this. That rice is perfectly cooked. Personally, I think risotto should always be al dente. Maybe my Italian roots, don't know. But this is perfectly al dente. Sauce is very rich, flavorful. You can really taste the garlic, white wine, and I do like the addition of coriander as well. Fresh coriander on top. Very good. The only thing I would say is that I'd like a bit more seafood actually in the risotto, but for the price we just paid, it's not bad at all.
That's item number 3 on our list done, and now we're heading to try and find the other seafood dish.
We're currently walking through King's Park, which is named after King Nicola, who was the only king that Montenegro's ever had. He was prince from about 1860 to 1910, and then was king until 1918. There's a big statue of him over there. This bridge we're currently walking across is called Old Ribnica River Bridge. It's actually the oldest bridge in Podgorica, and it was originally built during the Roman times. But, as you can probably tell, it wouldn't have lasted that long, so it underwent major restorations in the 18th century.
We haven't been able to find anywhere that does the other seafood dish that we've been looking for, but now that we've crossed the old bridge into the old town, we do know that there is somewhere nearby that does 2 of the other items on our list, so we're heading there now.
We've arrived at our next stop, and it looks like it's got a really pretty garden area. This is the biggest piece of meat I've ever been given. I'm really glad we're sharing bits of both of these because this is so much meat. This is called a Najuski, I think I'm pronouncing that right, a Najuski steak, and it's pretty famous because it was created by the private chef of a former Yugoslavian president in 1986. He basically got either veal or pork and stuffed it with prosciutto and cream cheese and called it steak. And what you see here is now a national dish of Montenegro, and it looks amazing. Adding the prosciutto and the cheese has really, really improved pork steak. Why don't we do this in the UK? It's such a great idea. This massive piece of meat also came with potatoes and rice, and we've got a whole basket of bread to share between us. Somehow I don't think we're going to manage it all.
I've gone for what is essentially a Montenegrin Sunday roast. It's called isapodsacha, and it's a traditionally meat and potato style dish. It usually comes with either goat, lamb or veal. This time around I've had the veal. It's cooked under a metal dome covered in hot coals, which is where the name sacha comes from. Oh wow. I can't remember ever having veal before, so I don't know whether it's normally as tender as this, but this is cooked really, really well. It's really juicy and it's really soft. I think this is my favourite dish we've had all day. The meat for isopodsache is normally cooked using paprika and tomatoes, and I'm really getting the flavour of especially the paprika coming through. It's got a really nice kick.
We are so full that we absolutely can't eat another bite, and yet we still need to make room for Montenegrin pancakes. I don't know how we're going to do it. Luckily, we're leaving the old town and walking back to near where we're staying, which is a much cheaper neighbourhood outside of the city centre, before we get the pancakes. So that gives us about half an hour's walking to try and walk off all the food we've eaten.
Because it's getting pretty dark now, we won't be able to film much B-roll on the way to get pancakes, so we'll meet you there. The dessert item on our list was either Montenegrin pancakes or cake. Luckily, we found somewhere that does both. I've gone for the pancakes, which are really similar to crepes, and then they're filled with either a sweet or savoury filling. I've had them with Nutella, purely because Nutella is top tier. Oh wow, that's so good. I'll be completely honest, before we got here, I was starting to feel really full. I've suddenly found some room. These pancakes are amazing.
I got some Montenegrin cake because apparently the cake here is really good. And I love how it's come with the fork stuck in the side. I wonder if that's a thing here. The cake I got is called a 3-layer cake, and I think it's because it's dark milk and white chocolate, and I love chocolate, so hopefully it will be really good. The dark chocolate bit on the bottom is a very thick, kind of cakey, moussey consistency, like tiramisu. The milk chocolate and the white chocolate bits in the middle are basically like cheesecake. And then there's a caramel milk chocolate layer on the top. It's so good and so rich. Oh. Montenegro, your cakes are amazing. I think we're going to absolutely demolish these and you don't want to see that. So we'll catch up with you when we finish them. And this bite is for you because I love you. Good, right?
That's so good. I am unbelievably full. We've had a really, really fun day exploring the city and eating a lot of food.
It was all so good, but I have to say my favourite was probably the dessert because I'm a massive chocolate person. But out of the savoury food, honestly, probably the breakfast porridge that we had.
Yeah, I would probably say that was my favourite as well. I can't tell if that's just because I was really hungry when I woke up. It was so much cheese and potato, and there was a lot more flavour to it than I kind of expected as well.
Yeah, I think we were expecting kind of a similar thing to English porridge, but it was so much better.
Yeah. But it's been a really, really long day, so we're going to end the vlog here and go to bed. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in Albania. The heaviest chair. Oh.
Dale will tell you why.